Hey everybody, Katie here, and welcome back to another video. Out with the dogs again today. It has been super rainy out here the last couple days, and rained a lot of today. Then it will switch to snow, and then rain again, and back to snow, and even the sun sort of tried to peek out a few times. It's been kind of crazy weather. It's kind of like, now it feels like that March weather to me. It's a little colder. It's supposed to get down like 29 tonight, but figured I'd get out for a little bit this evening, afternoon, and do a little bit of scouting. This area I'm heading into, I'm very familiar with it. I've hunted in it the last several years. Shot some doe out of there, and shot this past season my buck and my doe. And I'm just gonna do a little scouting on my way in. I'm hoping to pick up some sheds. Like I said, haven't found any yet this season, but there are quite a few buck I know in this area, and hopefully they're still in there. I find sheds in this general area usually every year, but haven't had much luck this year. Of course, I haven't been back in here since I think late January, so it's time to get back in. And the other thing I definitely want to do is get into one of my game cameras, get down there and swap the SD card and just check the batteries, check the camera out, make sure everything's good since I'm in here. So we're just going to kind of zigzag our way down into that camera, and hopefully we can pick up a shot on the way, get a little scouting in, and just make the best of it. We'll fight the weather. I'm definitely expecting to get wet. It's drizzling right now, so we'll see what we get into. Stick around. See a shed. Oh, I wasn't sure. And then I was like, no. And then I was like, yes, it is. Finally. Oh, it's a nice one. I know that deer. Say, Rishi. She was way over there. She didn't even get to it. Rishi. Whatever. I can't wait. Look at that thing. I have him on camera. That camera I just checked. Oh. Yes, look at that. He's got mass. Look at the mass on that thing. Oh my gosh, yes, finally. I don't think it has any chew marks at all on it. Honestly, it looks fairly fresh, believe it or not. Well, finally on the board, April 4th. It's taken me till April 4th, other than that really old one I found. But April 4th for this season shed, and it's one of the ones I was really wanting to find, hoping I can find its match, but that's just like, I'm just so pumped because this deer I have on camera, have some history with. Boy, you know, fact he made it through, and he's going to be a dandy this year, and he lives in here. He lives in here pretty much year round in this general area. I mean, it's a pretty big area he covers, but I'm figuring him out a little bit more every time. He's going to be a really dandy deer next year. So he has this G2, might get a little split on it. I don't know. It's got a little funky spot, but just some solid mass. I'm just super stoked. Rishi didn't find it. I did. But she was way over there, and I was just walking on this really, you can barely tell, but I'm up on the top here now. And it's like this was a old timber cut here, like many years ago, and there's a very faint little trail here, skitter trail, and I just decided I'm gonna walk out this way to this other point that I haven't hit up yet this year. And honestly, like back in, I can't remember, maybe in February, yeah, back in February I was up in here, and I was like not that far from this exact spot, but I went the other way. He may have not dropped then either, because honestly this looks pretty fresh, and it's not chewed on at all. It's really pretty dark. I mean, it's obviously a little dark on the back and wet because we've had a lot of rain, but not bleached out, being up here out of the hemlocks. It's just pretty fresh. So that's super exciting. I really hope I can find his other side, but either way, I'm just stoked to at least find a side, because it's a deer I wanted to find a side to, so pretty awesome. look what I found. That's a big shed. You're not chewing this one up, girl. Now you gotta go find the other side. Smell it. Hey, smell it. Go find the other side. Go find the other side. Go find it, okay? Get going and find it. Jib, look what I found. Hey, Gypsy. Gypsy that could care less about sheds. Hey, Jib, come here. Take a little sniff. She's like, yeah, I don't care. She's like, I want to chew it. No chewing it. Look at this. This was hit not that long ago at all. Right there. That's not just wet. It's not wet down there. That's sap leaking out of it, out of the birch tree. Birch sap. And look at this. Birch tree shavings. That's freaking crazy. That wasn't that long ago that this tree was rubbed. There's a lot of rubs in here. But these ones are pretty fresh. It's crazy. That deer, I don't think he dropped that long ago. A balloon. It must be true. Big bucks and balloons, right? There you go. Just kidding. I'm sure there's something to it, but I hate balloons. Just a bunch of garbage always in the woods. So there you go. Big bucks and balloons. So check this out. A rub, obviously. And then you can see where they scraped it up on either side of this tree, too. They're scraping at it, too. You have this from probably last year that was tore off. It's like tore off there. Every year these branches just get tore off and ripped up. And then this past season, even not that long ago, honestly. Look how shredded up this whole branch is. Tore up there. Branch right here. I'd say they hit that tree every year, and they hit it pretty darn good. There's so many branches off of it gone. That's definitely one worth marking. A little bit of turkey scratching around here. Yeah, they're in here a little bit. I saw a pretty good dropping back there too. Good to know. Well, made it back to the Bronco just before dark, and this time we did not come back empty-handed. So that was a good hike, good mission. Finally on the board for a shed, thank goodness. It's taken me long enough, I guess, but funny because last night I was flipping through some trail camera pictures, or videos rather, from that camera that I went and checked today, and that's what got me thinking to come down in here and check it. Hadn't been in here since end of January. Thought, you know, better get in and check it and look around for some sheds, and I was hoping to find this guy. I was just looking at pictures of this guy last night, so that gets me pretty fired up. And got to get back in there and try to find the other sides. We'll see what we can get into, but I really appreciate everybody watching the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Of course, you don't have to. You can just enjoy the videos, and we will see you in the next one.